So last night, cousin Nick and I decided to go see Avatar in 3D, and it was playing in a couple of theaters. By the time we decided, one of them was already sold out, or there could have been other reasons. And then the one that we could go to, we couldn't get tickets till 10:30 p.m. And it was snowing, but we decided to go anyway. I mean, it's just snow, right? So I'm like, Nick's supposed to be here. Nick's supposed to be here. He's not here. So it takes him about an hour to get a cab. He says the cabbie's not going to come onto your street. You have to go out to Broad. So I walk from my brother's house just a few blocks to Broad.
So I don't know what time it is. It's before 9, but it's very hard to get cabs. I'm on Fitzwater walking toward Broad, and we're going to rendezvous here. I'm just going to wait on a snowy corner. I'm walking down the middle of the road because that's what the sidewalk looks like. Oh, so you can see how much snow is on these cars.
It's pretty cool out there. There's people just walking down the middle of the street in the smaller streets, and I wait on Broad not too long, and Nick comes along and we get in this cab and head down Broad and then turn left on Washington, and Washington is just a disaster. There's snowplows out, but I don't know, it doesn't seem to be making a difference. The cab is sliding around. I wish I'd gotten some footage of that. There's cars that are just like random angles on random sides of the street. So we get to the movie and it's just, everything's covered in snow, and there's like it's like a zombie film, people trying to get into our cab. And the cabbie's like, I can't take you there. I can't take you that far. So we get dropped off. We get our tickets from Fandango, little spit out thing. We go and they check out, they tear our tickets, and we go to get popcorn. And then the guy comes back to us and says, we've canceled your movie. And we're like, what? The manager comes down. Eventually he gives us 3 free passes. There's no getting a cab. There's just no one on the street. We're like, how are we going to get home? We knew that there was a bus that went by. We saw it go by right when we arrived. Because there were some of the people who couldn't get in our cab were running. They're like, there's the bus! And they ran. We walked quite a ways. I mean, considering that it was snowy. It wasn't that big a deal, but it was certainly windy. I had this hat on, which wasn't quite enough head protection. So we walked until Washington and 4th, and then the bus came along, and of course the driver was an asshole. But we got on the bus to Broad and then walked up to Broad.
What? Where are we?
Hi! We're in snowy Philly.
And what just happened?
Oh, we went to see a movie.
And?
We didn't see a movie.
Because they canceled it.
They canceled our movie after we got there.
How was the cab ride getting there?
Sliding all over Washington. Slipping and sliding like this. That was our cab ride.
And then we got there and they canceled the show.
We got there, they canceled the show. We were in the last movie. And he gave us free tickets. 3 free movies.
And then we walked outside until the bus came.
We hiked to the nearest. We hiked and tried to hitchhike. That didn't work.
We were hitchhiking in South Philly.
We were hitchhiking on deserted South Philly Road. And then we found a bus.
We parted company, and I walked to my brother's house, and Nick went on. And it was actually kind of fun.